JBee Home Loans.
Yeah. So
Bring some information about the CARE Act. Where you did some nice research for us. We're actually applying for it right now as we speak. And there's two different programs. One just got released today, the PPP. The EIDL program was released last week. But before we get into it, here's a disclaimer. Hey, this stuff is only as good as, from the information, the data we get it, and that's today. Tomorrow can all change. But right now, it's good. So.
Yeah, so obviously, we are not licensed CPAs. You should always advise with a licensed CPA to get information on which program is best for you. But as small business owners, Joel, Jill, and I, we really wanted to reach out to you guys and show you guys exactly how this program could help you. And also to help out with mortgage brokers, realtors, anybody that is self-employed or a small business owner.
So basically, we have two different programs here. The first program is the EIDL program. And basically, in a snapshot, you go online and you fill out the application. At the end of the application, you click on, hey, I'd like to apply for the $10,000 relief grant now. Click on that. That's all you do. Then, God bless, $10,000 will be on its way to your bank account.
Yeah.
The next program is the PPP program. Now, the PPP program is just a little bit different. What that does, it's a payroll program, or it's designed to protect your payroll. So as long as you keep your employees in place at their current payroll status now, their payroll can be reduced by 25%. But if it's more than 25%, then this is just a loan. The PPP Payroll Protection Program is actually a loan that's forgivable. A portion of it's forgivable, and that's what's important to understand. So after you get the loan, there's a time frame that you have 8 weeks that you have to spend that money, and that money can be spent on your payroll. It can be spent on any other things that you can think of besides payroll. It's more.
Yeah, it can be spent on mortgage. It can be spent on payroll, utilities, business expenses. Obviously you can't use it on like a brand new Ferrari, but anything that's going to keep your business afloat, it can, it's forgivable. As long as you use it for business expenses, they will give you the money back.
So like I said, right now we're applying for it. Jill over here, my lady's applying for this stuff. And so what we're basically doing for our calculation is we're just taking 2.5 months worth of payroll and then taking 2 months worth of our expenses and mortgage interest for our home office here. And that's the loan amount that's what we're gonna request. And as long as we use that amount up in that 8-week period, it's all forgivable. But if we don't use it all up, then it just turns into a low interest loan that I think it's like a 24-month period, 2-year period that you get to pay it back. So, the question is how much do you ask for? You want to add a little extra capital? You want to try to ask them for a loan that will cover 5 months? I don't know, 2 months, or we're actually going to figure that out for ourselves in just a little bit when we're done with this. But we're so excited that we got to get it out to you now.
Yeah.
So anything else that these people, we're going to make this slide available. You'll be able to go through it yourself, but anything here that.
Yeah, definitely. So there's actually 2 other programs available right now. There's also the sick leave program and the family leave program. So basically what that does is that will give you, if you're a small business or an independent contractor, that will give you up to, for the sick leave, $511 a day for 10 days. Or family leave, that'll give you up to $200 a day for 50 days. But the only thing about those is we actually don't really recommend going with those because they're only a tax credit. So they're not a full grant like the EIDL is and like the Payroll Protection Program is. And the EIDL, you can instantly get $10,000 just in 5 minutes by applying online. And we'll have the link in here. So
we'll see if it comes.
Yeah, definitely.
But hey, so it's not a money hungry grab.
Yeah, no.
We've all paid for it through our payroll taxes. And if you don't need the money, then fine. If you get this money and you don't need it, then it's a low interest rate loan. At least you can put a backstop up because we don't know what's going to happen. And you guys just might want to have this for reserves. So
yeah, definitely.
That's really what we're doing is we plan on making this through it on our own, but by gum, just have this behind us. It makes us feel a lot better.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just a little bit. So who qualifies? This is for the PPP, correct?
This is for both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the people that qualify are small businesses, 0 to 49 employees, sole proprietors, and independent contractors, so like commission-based workers, 1099. And for small businesses, the reason why it says 0 to 49 employees, because sometimes a small business, you only have yourself, just the
That was
founder.
me.
So yeah, so that you're
2019.
qualified for it too.
How many employees? It was just me.
Yeah, definitely. All righty. So let's see. All right, some things to mention for the EIDL loan is that funds cannot be used for refinancing, making loan payments on other federal debts, to repair physical damages, or to pay IRS tax penalties. And like I said, as long as you use it for business expenses, you can possibly get that money paid back to you for free.
Yeah.
So have it granted. Yeah, definitely. All right. And then if you do get a payroll, a PPP loan, and you have an EIDL loan at the same time, the EIDL loan will actually apply to the PPP loan. So that's another important thing that we wanted to mention.
Yeah, we just figured that out. So if you got basically 8 weeks to spend all that money for it to be forgivable. So that kind of factors into how much do you ask on the PPP loan when you're getting $10,000 on the upfront loan. Of course, these are low interest rate loans, and if you can't spend all the money, well, pay it back.
Yeah, I mean, interest rate is only, I believe for businesses, it's 3.75, for nonprofits, 2.75, and then for the PPP, it's only 1%. So you really can't be beat for that.
What about a separate business account or bank account? So if you have a separate bank account, it might be kind of hard to get a bank account right now. So if you have a couple different bank accounts, what's being recommended is to
definitely
just use that one bank account, take that money, put it in that bank account, and allocate that account just for your expenses.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
To track this stuff, because who knows what that's going to look like when we come accountable.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, in order for them to give you that, grant you that money and let you keep it, you need to show them every single expense that you have purchased. So definitely, if you're going to apply for these programs, open a separate banking account. And whenever you fill out the forms, just put that new banking account information in there. It'll make everything a lot easier for your CPA, for the government, for any people that you talk with. This way you can make sure that you can get that money back.
Cool. Okay. Lorena, can you make these links available for us?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. So I will actually put the links in the description below about the EIDL program and about the Paycheck Protection Program. Everyone, I will have the link to apply. I'll have the link for resources. Everything will be in there.
Perfect.
So, all right. And then another important thing that we needed to mention too is about the PPP program. The loan size that you're going to get for the PPP program is going to be 2.5% of your employees' payroll. And anyone can qualify for a PPP program, even if you're self-employed or you're independent contractor, because technically that is your own payroll that you have. So, let's say over 8 weeks, you make, I don't know, $10,000. And what you would do is you take that number, multiply it by 2.5%, and that would be the amount that the government's going to give you through the PPP program.
Plus your mortgage interest that you have, plus your expenses. So that's what we're just calculating now. And so I basically got a round number for what I'll be applying for that calculation right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's just coming up today. I mean, this is only hours old, so.
Yeah, definitely. So we wanted to make this video right away. And like Joel mentioned, if you reduce your payroll for your employees over 25%, obviously that will make the loan not forgivable. So that means that the government won't grant you the money. And additionally, any money that you don't spend after 8 weeks for the PPP program, you're going to have to pay it back. So let's say they grant you with the PPP program, let's just say you made $10,000 over 2 months. So then they take that, they times it by, 2.5. So that would be 25,000. All right. So you got 25,000 to spend in 8 weeks on utilities, mortgage, business expenses, payroll, all that stuff. Yeah. So let's say you got 5,000 left over after those two months. That's now converted into a loan. So you're gonna have to pay that 5,000 back. But whatever you spent within those 8 weeks, as long as you make sure, like we said, have a separate bank account, keep track of all your expenses, the government, will forgive that amount. Alrighty, so we already mentioned the part about combining an EIDL with PPP. It'll convert the EIDL into the PPP, and it'll just turn into another loan. Alrighty, and then let's see. Most large banks do offer PPPs. So the EIDL is actually directly through the government, and PPPs are going to be through the bank.
Yeah, our bank sent us out an email today on that,
Oh,
so that's what we're applying through. Yeah.
Oh, great, awesome. All right, and for both of these programs, this is a first come, first served basis. The government has allocated $350 billion to pay small businesses, independent contractors, to take care of us during this awful crisis that we're in. And we're not guaranteed to get this money, so everybody has to make sure that they apply for it in order to receive it. So as soon as, if you're ready to get going, call up your CPA, go ahead and ask them, hey, is this right for me? Which one is right for me? Should I do the tax credit or should I do this? And when you reach that decision, apply for it ASAP, because
Like
you
today.
don't know how long it will last for.
Apply today.
Yeah.
$350 billion is not very much money.
Yeah, definitely. Especially since more people are learning about this, you got to get in there really fast. So here's another link on how to find a bank to apply for the PPP program. And like I said, I'll have all these links. I'll have all the slides in the description of this video. We really hope that this helps someone. Like Joel said, this isn't a cash grab. This is to help people, because we know so many businesses are struggling right now, laying people off. The employees are suffering, businesses are suffering, independent contractors are suffering. So we really wanted to send this information out there because I know it'll help us. So whatever can help us, if we can share that and help others, that's what we want to do. Yeah. All right, so if this video helped you, please like, subscribe, share it with your community. You can visit our website, jbhomeloans.com, to learn more financial tips, mortgage news, and thanks again for watching. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thank you. All
Okay.
right.